Greetings to the Lunar Matrix. This is Elizabeth Shermer with an intuitive reading for the Lunar Matrix on Tuesday, April 23rd. Today's reading is in anticipation of Thursday's full moon lunar eclipse, which occurs on the West Coast Pacific Daylight Time at 12:57 p.m. Lunar eclipses are very special events that occur 2 or 3 times a year. And these eclipses open portals or doorways that offer a unique opportunity for activation. The portal releases a special cosmic gift that results in a new ability or a new capacity that you can use for inspired action in your life. And the more that you can come into alignment with the potentials that the full moon is offering and that are available in the coming days and weeks, the more you will be able to personally take advantage of this time and receive the potentials yourself. The astrological chart for this week's lunar eclipse shows that the special gift is related to a gift of courage to step into the vision of your life, courage to take the next big step. And this is a courage that comes from alignment with your inner being, with your higher self, and also with the visions for your life that you hold, and the visions and dreams. And if you've been listening to these videos over the last several weeks, you know that this has been an ongoing theme of the lunar cycles and the gifts that we're receiving from the cosmos in this year of the snake is an opportunity to connect on a deeper level with our inner guide or our higher self, and also to connect with the visions and dreams and feel the eagerness of what is being born in our lives and on the earth at this time. So again, the gift of this lunar eclipse and the doorway that's opening is a gift of courage to step forward into our life and fully participate in the potentials. And so knowing that this opportunity is available this week, I should also say that this doorway is open for a month. This special portal will be open from Thursday's full moon until the next full moon, which happens on May 24th, the evening of May 24th, Pacific time. So we have a special month to integrate and participate in these potentials. So knowing this opportunity, I asked for a reading that would support our ability to participate fully. And the card in the center is a card, 5 of Wands, called Strife, and it appeared reversed today. The 5 of Wands Strife represents a quality of energy that is exciting and full, however, leads to certain patterns of becoming overextended or stressed or busy or succumbing to too much responsibility. So it's an activity or busyness that leads to putting our attention outside and becoming focused externally and into misplaced responsibility. The reversal indicates an opportunity for a release of those patterns that you may carry, the patterns of taking on external responsibility instead of aligning internally. In the position of awareness, this means that you can pay attention to when stress or fear or anxiety or whatever your own personal patterns are get activated. Pay attention, because there's an opportunity to separate a bit from those patterns now and actually work with them creatively in the coming days. So release of patterns of stress. The next 2 cards are I have to say, spectacular. The reading today is spectacular. The card in the position of body is the Magician or the Magus. And what better card to represent the opening of a new portal? Even in this painting, you can perhaps see that the Magician is emerging from a portal or a doorway, representing new opportunities, new creations, new manifesting potential, the birth of a new world. It's an initiation card. And in the position of earth or the body or the physical realm, we might wonder, well, what is this birth? Because the Magician is a birth that hasn't yet come into form. It's a new potential. However, what's lovely about this card in the position of the physical realm is that one of the gifts of the magician is synchronicity. And so the way that you can participate most easily with the gifts of the magician is to pay attention to synchronicities in your life. And synchronicity, remember, can be comfortable or uncomfortable. It doesn't only have to be what you would perceive as a gift, meaning something that you, quote, like or that you enjoy. Synchronicity can also be stress or something uncomfortable because it's all pointing to the new energies. And there's a gift lying underneath it if you can be available. So right away there's a powerful alignment with the reading and a message that there's something new coming this week. And then the card all the way to the right in the position of spirit is the companion to the magician, the sun. The sun, number 19, actually specifically reduces to 1. 1 plus 9 equals 10. And 1 plus 0 and 10 equals 1. So if you're a student of Tarot, you know that the sun is part of the constellation of the magician and one of the expressions of the magician in the world. The sun in the position of spirit represents illuminated consciousness. It represents wholeness and an expansion into an integrated ability to participate fully in the larger realms that are being born in our lifetime and at this time in these days. The wholeness of the sun is a kind of sense of completeness in the sense that what once seemed fragmented or unclear or hidden below the surface now emerges and becomes illuminated and integrated, and there's a quality of celebration and not completeness in something being finished, but completeness in the sense of perfection of what is. So this is the gift of spirit right now, the gift of the opening of the new birth that's arriving this week. So the question that this card brought up for me is that the sun in the position of spirit is saying that there are new gifts arriving and a new sense of wholeness. And so my question was, what is the activity or what is the response? How can we participate in something that hasn't yet fully come to form? Because the magician, remember, in the position of the physical world says that this isn't here yet. It's an impulse that's arriving. We'll recognize it by synchronicity, but it hasn't yet come to form. So I asked for a fourth card that would give us additional guidance and advice. And the card that emerged today for the advice or extra information about how we can participate is the card for what I call alchemy. In the Thoth deck, this card is called Art, and in many decks it's called Temperance. And it has to do with our ability to fully participate with the life energy that runs through us. Some would call this channeling. How do we channel our life force? How do we express it? How do we bring the divine into the world? The alchemy or lust card, the alchemy or art card is about how we make art of our life, how we express our highest potential and fully participate in the potentials around us. There's a quality of divine support about this card that's really beautiful as it's nested today between the magician and the sun. And I really like what tarot scholar Jana Riley says about this card. She says when you receive temperance, it means that you are receiving a message from your higher self or your inner guide or your angels, and a message of support and alignment. And you can trust with security that you are being fully supported and that there's an alchemy happening. This is why I call this the alchemy card. There's an alchemy happening that allows you to express your highest good and bring it into the world. So the answer in the coming days of how do we participate is just to go within and listen. This snake year is all about resting within and participating in the birth of new worlds from a new, deeper, firmer connection with our own inner being, our own inner guidance. And this reading today so perfectly expresses that. So I offer the invitation for all of you listening and watching this video to participate this week in the blessing of the full moon. Gather with friends to share in the light and the illumination and your visions of what's coming, and also as well the visions of what you will release, your courage and confidence to step forward and release personal limitations and personal self-doubt. There's a quality of courage that will allow you to transcend those. And remember that you can cross a doorway this week, a threshold, pass through a doorway, across a threshold that leaves those limitations behind. So feel the inspiration. Spend time outside this week if you can. There's a lot of life force in Gaia that is supporting this expansion right now, and the ability for all of us to bring our dreams to form. So thank you for participating, and I look forward to celebrating with all of you this week on the week of our special lunar eclipse. This is Elizabeth Shermer, the Lunar Matrix.